Mic check, 1, 2. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back. New season, new patch, and that means another round of Phoenix Dota Season 4. Lower division, we are in the Australian server now. TBD2 taking on FOTA. Lots of familiar faces here for me. I see Catnip there on TBD2 now. Shout out to Catnip. FOTA, of course, they. Excuse me, had a burp there for a second there, but we see FOTA as well from the. If I'm not mistaken, they were part of main division last season. I could be wrong though. But very exciting that we see some familiar names, familiar teams duking it out here in the first game of the lower division. So if I'm not mistaken, this should be around what the main division was. I could be wrong though. Let me fact check myself real quick. So main division is below lower division, and then it's basically main, lower, intermediate, upper, and premier. So that's how the divisions are working now. So technically speaking, this is higher than the main division, but nonetheless, this is going to be an interesting watch from these two teams. Currently alone right now because my co-caster is not picking up the phone. So it's just gonna be me all by my lonesome for now. What are your guys' thoughts on the new patch where they remove facets? Very interesting that they decided to remove facets after all this time now. So Leshrac, of course, still a strong hero. Thanks to the Bloodstone changes. LC is kind of a sleeper pick here because her duel refreshes off cooldown, I think, at some point. I'm not sure if it's a level 25 or I think it's the Aghanim Scepter, where it refreshes if you win the duel. This is just a very interesting ban here for the side of FOTA. Not necessarily a strong hero, but I'm not too sure with the new patch changes. Spirit Breaker also making a return thanks to the passive removal. Venomancer for FOTA, TBD2, they'll pick up the Lich. I would say TBD2, a very good opener for the plus 5. Lich is still pretty solid as a support hero. As for the Venomancer, his innate is now Poison Sting. So that's gonna help out quite a bit in terms of using his skill points. I would still assume that he will go 1-1-3 here in the skill build. He could go 3-1-1 or maybe 1-2-2. Somewhat versatile as a plus 4 for the Venomancer. You could even try to use him as a position 3. Although that is up for debate. Best of 2, by the way, between these two teams. This is a group stage match. Only 3 teams in the lower division, so all 3 teams will face each other off, if I'm not mistaken, 3 times. I could be wrong though. Puck ban as well as the Centaur ban for TBD2 as for FOTA, banning out the Ursa.
Radiant team pick.
Jakiro being picked up now by FOTA. Again, another solid position 5 hero. Can't really go wrong ever since last patch where somewhat of a lane dominator against melee offlaners and melee support heroes. And arguably range supports as well that can't really trade right click wise. Night Stalker being picked up now by TBD2, so the Shakira and Venomancer, they're gonna have to buy some force staffs up if they want to try to play this game out. Magnus followed up here by TBD2. This could be a catnip Magnus. We do see catnip play the Magnus on the position 4.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Tidehunter being picked up now by FOTA. I think that I saw like a visual change on the anchor smash skill of Tidehunter. I don't know if that's the immortal or if I'm just tripping, but I've seen some games where there's like a new visual effect to the anchor smash, or maybe that was already always there and I was just not paying attention to the Tidehunter as he anchor smashes my head in. Could be wrong, I could be wrong. Exciting time to be, this is a very interesting time right now for Dota 2 in the meta, considering that we've been playing with facets for arguably over a year now at this point. Now all of a sudden they take it away. There are some heroes that benefit from having no more facets, considering that they can combine facets essentially. I would say Slark is probably one of those benefactors, even though he's been consistently strong this patch and last patch. Troll Warlord being picked up now by FOTA. If I was FOTA, that would... Sorry, if I'm TBD2, I would argue that Slark is pretty good in this lineup. Considering that you have the Shadow Dance to counteract the Troll Warlord ultimate, you have the Dark Pack to counter Tidehunter Ravage, Jakiro Stun, Jakiro Slow, Venomancer Slow, even the Noxious Plague, but Nature's Prophet will be the pickup here. Could be a flex, could be Nature's Prophet in the mid lane. Everyone's still breaking some stuff out, so we don't know who's gonna go where yet. Could be Magnus mid, could be Prophet 4. Dazzle and Luna both banned.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned.
Wind Ranger banned out now by TBD2. It's very interesting to see the changes in Wind Ranger. Now that she doesn't have that Shackle Shot facet anymore, I'm pretty sure that Wind Ranger carry is non-existent now. And level 25 is the Power Shot Execute. So I feel like Wind Ranger is in one of those interesting spots now where she almost feels like a support now. This is the fun part about figuring out the new meta. Final pick here for both these two teams. Lone Druid will be the final ban here for FOTA as TBD2 looking for a potential mid laner as well as FOTA. Or actually a carry for TBD2 and FOTA looking for a mid laner. If I was TBD2, I would still argue that Stark is still a solid pickup here. Let the Prophet play the mid lane. Could flex the Prophet into the safe lane, but don't really see the value of having Prophet in the safe lane, where they can easily jump him, run him down with the Tidehunter and the Troll Warlord. Stark just feasts on these heroes, by the way. Tidehunter especially in the laning phase. Primal Beast mid. So it looks like it is going to be a Prophet position 1 and FOTA. Skywrath Mage. Whoa. Interesting pickup from FOTA.
5 seconds remaining.
So Papaya will be on the Skywrath mid as Lotus Orb on the mid Primal Beast. In all honesty, this lineup kind of feels favored a little bit towards FOTA. Tidehunter's there for the counter Ravage just in case there's a Primal Beast ultimate, there's some Magnus RP. Nightsucker is the only one that can potentially stop the Tidehunter Ravage with the Crippling Void, but if the Skywrath Mage can get ahead of this Primal Beast is not gonna have a good time. Rimuru as well has very little room for error starting from the laning phase. This Prophet has to get ahead of the Troll Warlord and the Tidehunter because a Prophet can shred the Skywrath Mage. But then again, we have Catnip on the Magnus. I have seen this player pull out magic on the Magnus, as well as the Pudge, as well as an Invoker. The Catnip Glaze is great. Oh, what the hell? Well, that's a little bit weird. My Dota decided to crash, so give me a second, guys. I'll just relaunch Dota, so put you guys in a waiting screen while I reopen this. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Game is back up and running. Sorry for the slight delay. There was a bit of a crash on my end. I'm not sure. Dota is a free-to-play game with a small indie company. Runes-wise, it looks like it's a 2-2 rune split, so nothing interesting there. No fights, nothing. Of course, we dislike that. Mid lane matchup, it's the Primal Beast going up against Skywrath Mage. This arguably is Skywrath favored in terms of getting the harass off, right click wise. As long as the Skywrath Mage doesn't get ganked by the Magnus or the Lich, which is honestly highly unlikely, this Primal Beast is honestly left on an island. So both supports on both teams, not necessarily roamers. They can secure runes, that much is simple. Or that much is obvious. But no real ganking position force. Both these teams playing for the laning phase, but I would say TBD2's top lane, or rather their off lane, feels like the roughest lane in terms of core support combo. Just because you have a double melee going up against a Jakiro, and it's a Jakiro going up against a Magnus, where realistically speaking, Magnus doesn't really do anything. Yes, he can empower later on, but in terms of laning phase, doesn't really offer anything else. Maybe a cheeky skewer back, shockwave skewer back combo, but apart from that, it's probably just going to be the Magnus stacking. Oh, bottom lane. The Lich, taking a lot of damage, falls down to Peter. Peter gets a first blood, first ever kill in the lower division as Rimuru tried to get the trade, but Meliodas puts a stop to that one. I actually didn't see that Lich got sacrificed back. I miss sacrifice. What a troll to have sacrifice. Rimuru getting poked up by Peter, but oversteps his boundaries as Rimuru finally gets a revenge, although it is delayed. 1 for 1, bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not even the first Lotus yet. 2 kills combined across the map. Triple null talisman on Papaya. Looks like Lotus will be going to Meliodas. As for the top side, it will be going to the Magnus. Papaya right now, even in the mid lane, they're just denying exchanging hits with each other, but we did see the damage potential on the Primal Beast going towards Skywrath Mage. One misstep from Skywrath Mage could spell his end. I mean, yeah, sure, you can get the slow off and everything, but first damage is actually relatively insane for the Primal Beast. Meliodas down bottom, stuck in a Sprout, should be able to walk away just fine. Top side, it's gonna be a root, double root coming out here. Z on top of Tenseiga. Ashura does not have the mana due to dual breath. As Catnip skewers forward, doesn't get the block off, and Catnip, he's gonna try to TP out. Do we have a root? No. Tenseiga with a cheeky TP out, but Catnip's courier falls down. So not everything comes for free, Cat. Mid lane? Oh, Papaya! Gets a solo kill onto the Primal Beast. I don't think Primal expected that damage. He had a stick, he had a water rune. Maybe he just wanted to die to get it over with. Even had a fused raindrop, but nonetheless, solo kill for Papaya. First night cycle here for the side of the Radiant. Tenseiga tried to walk up to Hashira, but oh my goodness gracious. Dual breath plus a frost breath. Half its HP gone. Z also with whirling axes. Bottom side, Peter trying to get on top of Stucca, but Stucca man fighting right now. Rimuru gets another kill, but Peter will be able to get Stucca from the grave. Meliodas walks forward, but that's a very tanky watermelon. Rimuru can't really do anything. Oh, Kenny Sprout on top of the tide, he gets blocked in by the creeps. Earn from the Prophet. Rimuru gets a double kill bottom. Interesting pickup on the Urn of Shadows on the carrying Nature's Prophet, but A kill's a kill for NP. Oh, look at that heal from Night Soccer. Midnight Feast. Oh, topside. Tentega trying to dive on this Troll Warlord, but the TP coming in from Peter. Do to get the root, he actually cancels it. You want to try to man fight this one. Tentega finds Z, but Peter gets a trade off. Here comes Catnip with a shockwave score back into Rimuru. Rimuru is able to get the kill assist, but here comes the Skywrath Mage. Slow TP. But he will make it in. There's gonna be the flare coming out from Papaya. Hashira gets that kill out to Rimuru. Claims a killing spree. Rimru's courier even dies. That's the power treads of the Prophet. Messy fight top lane. Overall 2 for 2, but you're on the side of FOTA. You're gonna take that. 2 cores for 1 and a support. And that was your Prophet that's ahead. On side, Meliodas gets interrupted. Taking that camp, does have the Ravage. Aya back in the mid lane, going up against Primal Bisu. Uses his last raindrop there. Mid lane though, Peter with the smoke of deceit, Lotus Orb in a whole lot of trouble if he's not careful. Walking forward now is this Venomancer, but easy charge back. Despite the hit, the DOT is actually insane from the Venomancer, but Lotus Orb will still be able to walk away. But speaking of walking away, bottom lane, Stucco will not be so lucky. Hashira with a gank, and he gets a kill onto the Lich. Rimuru can do nothing but watch support fall down. Topside, looks like they want to initiate a dive under this Troll Warlord, but he does have the ultimate. TP coming in from this Tidehunter, gets silence on, can't use a Ravage just yet. And thanks to the nighttime plus the phase boots, Night Stalker is able to scurry away. Space created by the Night Stalker, so the Tidehunter will most likely be forced to gate back bottom. Oh, Skywrath spots out Catnip. Does have the Ancient Seal, but Catnip will be going back up on high ground. Oh, was spotted by the Sentry Ward, freshly placed Sentry Ward of Lotus Orb. Interesting build from the Nature's Prophet here. Going for the Spirit, or rather for the Urn of Shadows. It almost feels very reminiscent of the Spectre Urn of Shadows back then, where it's a good mana regen item, it's a good aggressive item as bottom lane. Meliodas will get jumped here. Here comes the Wrath of Nature and the Score as well. Catnip secures a kill onto Peter. As Meliodas gets caught out. Body block from the creep, not enough. EP is teased, but here comes Tentega. Tentega, you want to die for this Tidehunter. Oof. Deleted by the Void. 2 for none bottom side. And going back to Rimuru's build here, considering that he is a global hero and he can TP before level 6, it makes sense that you do want to go for this urn, just so you can get some healing, some damage done on your urn. Helps you with farm, gives you armor, gives you stats, gives you mana regen. So it makes sense overall. Bottom lane, being pressured. They're gonna smoke up here. Meliodas is gonna try to walk up here. Does have the Ravage, but here comes the silence coming through. They really can't chase this one. Meliodas holding on to the Ravage. He still wants to try to keep chasing here. Here comes the Gush going through, and here comes the 3-man Ravage, but into the Chain Frost. Here comes the Mystic Flare bouncing around now. The Chain Frost doing so much. It's gonna bounce to the Creep Wave though. Captain falls down to Peter as Stucca gets hit with a macro fire, but here comes Rimuru with the TPN right on top of Papaya. Does he have the damage? Yes, he does. Meliodas will also fall down. Lotus Orb also joins this fight. Do they have the damage? So here comes the Noxus Blade on top of Rimuru. Rimuru pops the Wrath of Nature. It's gonna delete the Peter Venomancer, but he will fall down himself to Z. It's a killing spree for him before he gets taken down by the Troll Warlord as a Primal Beast. Uses the Pulverize to help secure the kill. Huge fight bottom, 4 for 4. If my math is correct.
Dire's middle tower is
First use of the Ravage, good counter initiation there from the Lich with the Chain Frost. Unfortunately, just couldn't bounce back to the Tidehunter, but the Primal Beast, at the very least, cleans up the rest. But Papaya, you saw the power of the Nature's Prophet there. As soon as the Scarif Mage shows himself and uses all his skills, Nature's Prophet just licks his chops. Gets a freebie there. Mid lane. We suck right now. Charge forward. Sacrificial Gaze. Papaya uses the Mystic Flare. Will take down Stucca. Pulverize not used early enough as Papaya lives. Lotus Orb might have hung his support high and dry as a magic damage. Is it gonna be enough back for Papaya? DOT! More than enough as Rimuru TP's back in. Will get the kill out of Papaya, but Papaya essentially a 2 for 1. AD Rune picked up now by Rimuru. One could try to turn this back around if the supports keep chasing, but we'll decide against it. I mean, Rimuru gets the credit at the very least. Top side, there's gonna be a little bit of a man fight. Z pops ultimate on top of Tenseiga, but oh, the Sprout actually traps a Night Stalker as well, but Rimuru is able to snatch away that kill before he can get the kill out to Tenseiga. Close call. PPN. Oh, almost got caught by the Sprout. This is Papaya. Safe for now, but the Night Stalker is still stalking around, trying to look for an opening. Spots a Tidehunter TPing in. Papaya will be going down bottom side. Papaya? Oh, he gets a silence! He gets a Mystic Flare! Papaya gets a freebie onto Rimuru! Tenseiga's already long gone! Level 6 only on the Magnus. Level 6 also on the Jakiro. But Magnus closing in on that Blink Dagger. Waiting for that timing. Vladimir is now picked up on the Tidehunter. TP bottom for the Jakiro as tower almost dead. Not gonna deny it just yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tenseiga picks up an Echo Saber on this Night Stalker as mid lane. They're gonna try to get this tier 1 tower. Any response from the side of TBD2? Looks like they're not interested in defending this tier 1 tower. Oh, I say that, but here comes Catnip. Oh, here comes the first reveal on the Blink Dagger. RP into the Chain Frost, but here comes a Ravage. Mystic Flare as well deletes Catnip, but the Chain Frost is beautiful with the bounces. This time, the bounce goes in Stucca's favor. 3 for 1 in the mid lane, and that's how you reveal the Blink Dagger from the Magnus.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Bottom tier 1 tower does get taken down though by the Troll Warlord. Still relatively far from the Battle Fury though. That's the Nature's Prophet. Now, he already has a Mjolnir 15 minutes in. Very active on this Nature's Prophet. 9 kills on the board to his name. Now this tier 1 mid tower looks like it's being pressured. Tenseiga. Uh-oh. They're not gonna take that fight. Surprised Senseiga didn't want to go for that Venomancer. He knew that they have no Ravage, so... This mid tower most likely will be standing for another solid 5 minutes, maybe. Blade Mail now picked up on the Primal Beast. Oh, I saved that. Catnip tried to blink in. Ice Path misses out, and he just simply skewers out. Awkward exchange of spells there from both these two teams. Papaya will deny a region rune meant for Lotus Orb, and Smoke up now, Stuka and Catnip. No RP for 25 more seconds. They'll deny mid tier 1. Oh, the skewer back! They didn't expect it. Meliodas is gonna get popped. Beautiful smoke there from the supports. And here comes the ultimate from Tenseiga. Hashira almost gets caught inside the Sprout, but he will still nonetheless get run down by Tenseiga. Noxious Blade going through, as well as a Mystic Flare. Do they have the damage to bring him down? There's gonna be an RP, but here comes the first kill from the Skyrat Mage. Looks like the Night Stalker should be going down. No, but he needs to creep to stay alive. Rimuru will free hit Papaya instead. 4 kills in the mid lane, 2 going to Rimuru. Arcane Ball, not enough to kill off the Night Stalker. Good presence of mind to run for the cap and use Midnight Feast on a creep. It still doesn't translate to a tier 1 tower though. So if I'm FOTA, I wouldn't really mind losing that fight too much. You have a Battle Fury now on your Troll Warlord, but you can't keep losing these fights. This Prophet is getting bigger and bigger with every one fight. Shard being picked up now by Papaya. Bottom tier 1 tower falls down to a siege creep. So in terms of tower taking, right now it's all FOTA. All 3 tier 1 towers have fallen down by the side of TBD2, but in terms of gold advantage, it's TBD2 with the Prophet. It's right on top, 10k net worth. First one to crack that barrier by a wide margin too. Right now, I guess for FOTA, you gotta wait for your timing on the Blink Dagger for the Tidehunter. Top tier 1 is still relatively healthy as well. Oh, Tenseiga walks into the 2 supports and he's just gonna get essentially solo killed by Hashira and Peter. What was up there? Papaya secures a kill with a Mystic Flare, but slowly but surely, this lead is starting to slip from TBD2 with the lack of moves on their end. Item-wise, still relatively the same for the majority as Smoke now. On the side of FOTA, nighttime cycle's now over, so now they think it's their time to fight. Tenseiga, Smoke breaks under him. I don't know if Tenseiga saw this. I don't think he knows. He's gonna get jumped. Silence going through, Mystic Flare as well. Do they have enough damage? Looks like they get the stun off on top of the Night Stalker. Papaya secures yet another one. Peter gets caught by Rimuru. Rimuru has to be careful. Tidehunter Looking for an opening. Doesn't get it. Eats a yummy fish and then instead. Out the smoke now. Oh, looks like Peter is gonna break the smoke. But Leonis is still in the area. Noxious Blade going through right on top of the Primal Beast. Primal Beast will get hit by the Ravage. Do they have enough damage though? Looks like they do. But here comes the Chain Frost bouncing through. Meliodas will be tanking that one. As a Lich, might have been enough more than he can chew. 2 dead for the side of TBD2. This is not the fight that you want. Peter baits out that fight perfectly. Primal Beast just blunk into his death essentially. Oh! Catnip! You get the D ward, but I will get your life, says Catnip. So at least TBD2 don't come out empty-handed, but feels like that kill on the Venomancer feels like a gimme. BKB now picked up by Rimuru. Mid lane. Shockwave scorer back once again, found by Catnip. Meliodas had a whole lot of trouble. Should be going down. Stuka gets a kill. A little bit too close for comfort there. If you're Meliodas, you're kind of okay with that death. Just because you don't have Ravage for 50 more seconds, but Tier 1 mid should be falling down now. Doesn't look like side of FOTA are around the area to defend. Take forward. Peter has to be careful. Hasher with the Ice Path. Able to keep his Venomancer safe for the time being.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, top side. Papaya gets found out. Nature's Prophet gets a freebie. Rimuru is now dominating on this Nature's Prophet, and they get the top tier 1. Mid lane, smoke gets popped. Here comes the Noxious Blade. Catnip doesn't get to the high ground. He will get jumped. He will get taken down. RP trying to stall this one here, but here comes the Chain Frost. Going in, Lotus Orb with the Pulverize. But here comes the Ravage to counteract that initiation. Here comes he with the ultimate from the Troll Warlord. The Chain Frost is still bouncing. They will find Lotus Orb, but Rimuru finds Meliodas. In the backside, Tenseiga now. He's gonna run down the Troll Warlord, who does not have an ultimate left. Slow from the Venomancer should keep him fine for now, but the chase is relentless. Peter looks like he's gonna get turned on instead. You keep the Troll Warlord alive, but at what cost? Rimuru TPing in a whole lot of trouble. Does he have the damage? He just straight up TP in their face of the Skyrat Mage. Not enough damage as Tenseiga falls down to Peter. Chaotic fight from both these two teams. Again, 4 for 4 essentially. Both carries getting a lot of value from that one. It feels like this Primal Beast right now doesn't have the tankiness to survive this magic burst. Going for the BKB next after picking up the Blink Dagger. TBD2 still finds themselves in the lead, 1k gold up. But most of the net worth is on this Nature's Prophet as Tormentor. Any deaths here? Doesn't look like we'll get it. Oh, close. Not quite. Tormentor will be going to the Lich. Just like that, 3k gold lead now for the side of TBD2. Bloodstone picked up now by the Skywrath Mage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top side, gonna be under siege now for the side of TBD2. For Warlord, everyone is here. They do have a Blink Ravage at the ready. Here comes Dead in the Water right on top of the Primal Beast. Primal Beast is gonna try to turn and fight this one, but here comes the Ravage going through. Here comes Rimuru in the backside with a BKB getting popped, and they want to try to die Papaya, but Papaya with a Ghost Scepter, and here comes the RP right on top of Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord down with the ice. With a Chain Frost bouncing through, BKB popping the Troll himself. Peter will be taking out Captive, and Rimuru, he's isolated, no BKB, and he's just gone. Tenseiga will be able to get Millionis at the very least, but he's gonna get rooted up now by the Troll Warlord. The slows, Arcane Bolt, more than enough to bring him down. Rimuru just gets kited with his BKB, and now with a freshly bought Ghost Scepter, Skywrath is able to stall out the Night Stalker and the Nature's Prophet, as they had to use so much team fight, so much AoE ability on that Troll Warlord who had yet to pop BKB, who had yet to pop his Battle Trance. They weren't even close to bursting him with the reverse polarity. Huge fight for them. And now their gold lead starting to slip away now. I mentioned that the Nature's Prophet, all the net worth was on him. The next best hero on the side of TBD2 is a Night Stalker who only has 10k. 16 and 13 for the Troll Warlord Skywrath Mage respectively. Oh, Hashira gets spotted out, Catnip, with another beautiful catch out. Who needs to play Pudge if you have Magnus? What a catch from Catnip.
Not for myself, but for the cause.
Can't even get a glimpse of the Jakiro there. On the side of TBD2, how do you control this game? How do you get the lead back? Now that the Troll Warlord, Sanjin Yasha BKB, Blink Dagger Ravage, it feels like you kind of lost your timing now with the way they stalled the map. I mean, yes, you have RP, yes, you have Pulverize, yes, you have Chain Frost, but what good is it if the Troll Warlord can just pop Battle Trance BKB? Catnip has been playing a good game, isolating these fights, bringing in heroes one by one, getting the picks, RP square back, Shockwave square back. But it feels like they have to do a lot more than just these square back pickoffs if they want a real shot at this game. It can't be the Troll Warlord, it has to be one of the supports or the Skywrath Mage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nope. Not gonna find anyone here on the side of FOTA. Smoke from the side of TBD2 as well. Mid lane is pushing in, but bottom lane should be falling down here to the Troll Warlord.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
It's a sign of TBD looking for Roshan here. Looks like they will. They're gonna attempt Roshan, Lotus Orb with the Amplified Damage Rune. Oh, scan. It's gonna get that they're doing Roshan. Are they gonna get this fast enough? It's on half HP. Meliodas, he's gonna try to contest this one. They have to go fast. They have to go right now and quick. Captain on the high ground. There's gonna be a BKB for the battle chance. Here comes the Ravage. 4-man hit from Meliodas. It's absolutely disastrous. But here comes the RP in the backside by Captain. It catches up Papaya. River with a BKB pump. But the E-Blade from this Skyrock Mage just stalling out everyone. River is forced to TP out after the BKB wears off. Disastrous fight there from TBD2. They did not have the damage for Roshan, and Meliodas with a beautiful Ravage hits onto the 4-man unit of TBD2, and they turn this game around. Troll Warlord under the silence just pops BKB and hits away. And that was a good effort from the Catnap Magnus, but the problem, once again, who's gonna stop the troll? Who's gonna stop the Tidehunter from just blinking ravaging? Yes, you get a two-man RP on the Skyrath and the Venomancer essentially. But where's your follow-up?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Silver Edge now picked up by the Prophet, but we're gonna have an Abyssal Blade soon on this Troll Warlord, so these TP, straight up TP out, not gonna be as effective compared to before. Big wave there for the Chikiro to pick up. Instantly buys the Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not even a BKB yet on your Lotus Orb Primal Beast. He is closing in on it, but
Has fallen.
you have the Lich Aghanim Scepter. Oh, blink in. Night Stalker in a whole lot of trouble. Does have the BKB, but here comes the RP and the score back with the Chain Frost. But here comes the Ravage going through. Rimuru cannot pop the BKB. They get the Venomancer, but Rimuru just gets turned on. Uses a Silver Edge. Will be able to get away from the Troll Warlord for now, but in the backside, Tentega is going to try to get the jump onto Hashira, but Z with an Ultra Kill for the Troll Warlord. It was a good attempt from Catnap getting the RP back. But Z left free to hit, free to fire. Meliodas sets him up perfectly once again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Bottom tower has fallen.
Rimuru at the very least gets a tier 2 bottom, but looks like Mega Creeps
Under attack.
or Super Creeps.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's gonna be claimed first by the side of FOTA.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Prophet still pushing here. Has to be careful.
Barracks are under attack.
Link in. Tidehunter.
Radiant's
You get the jump.
have fallen.
The leash is right on top of his Prophet. Prophet has to try to fight this one out. They're gonna get the root off. Broken on Meliodas. Meliodas is gonna try to fight this one. Peter as well. There's gonna be an Ice Path. Rimuru actually gets a kill onto the Tidehunter. Takes on the build there. He's gonna 2v1 this. Not enough damage on top of Peter. Meanwhile, elsewhere back in the base, Z will find Lotus Orb. There's gonna be a buyback from the Judge's Prophet. They want to try getting this Troll Warlord. They want him badly because the two people did TP back. There's gonna be the Aegis. That's the first life. He doesn't have a BKB in 5 more seconds. Also has a battle chance. Oh, but the square back onto Papaya. That's your spellcaster. That's your secondary damage eater. Papaya with a mix of flare. He's surviving this one, but the right clicks from Rimuru proves too much as they want to try to keep going. Tentega The chase is still ongoing for ZZ. Gets slowed down here by Void. Here comes the TP in from Rimuru. He's gonna try to turn this one around. There's gonna be a silence. There's gonna be a break right on top of the Troll Warlord. Score back into the loving arms of the Night Stalker. He will go down. Rimuru gets a kill. RP had to be used. And now Hashira has to run away. They do have a Sprout once again. Hashira doesn't have a Force Staff. Will get the stun off. One more right click. Should do the trick. Stucka. It was accurate with the Frost Blast. 4 dead on the side of FOTA. They overstayed their welcome. Buyback available for the Troll Warlord. RP looked like you didn't need to commit it, but you better be safe than sorry. Tenseiga still falls down, so it's not the cleanest engagement. Had to use a profit buyback as well, so that kind of hurts. But at the very least, you stay alive in this game for a little bit longer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, score back! Meliodas gets broken with a chain frost as well! He got too comfortable in his own home, gets picked off. Papaya is up in 5 more seconds. Peter left alone to defend for now. They will get the tier 3 at the very least. Do they want to try going for more? Rimuru does have a big AB as well as Hurricane Pike available just for safekeeping. But Rimuru is just hitting away right now. Help, jump forward, score back. Looks like they will get the Venomancer as well. He still has a BKB onto Rimuru. They're gonna try to get Papaya. TP in from this Jiro. Peter, how is Peter still alive? Macrofire will get dropped down. Look at the damage going right on top of the Lich. But they get a pulverize right on top of Papaya. But where's the follow-up damage? Papaya gets a kill off the Stucka as they're all TPing out now. A little bit of a botch fight there as the Venomancer still somehow survive. They will only lose the Lich who does have a buyback. Only silver lining for that fight. For the side of TBD2, they do get half a rack.
Regeneration.
Bottom side, Tenseiga gets founded out. Bursted. Too careless there from the Night Stalker. AD Rune will be wearing off on the Troll Warlord, but no buyback on your Night Stalker.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This Prophet will be cutting down waves at the very least. Does have the Satanic.
Radiant's
We
bottom
do have another round of a creep wave coming in though.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Mid
attack.
lane also being pushed in now. He will take down the bottom wave as well. They just Prophet. It's Rat Dota right now. FOTA have to make a decision. They should be able to get this lane of barracks. Backdoor is not up just yet. But they lose one lane. Can they try to stop them? It's just Prophet. Not enough to get the other lane though.
Dire's middle
Side of FOTA will be TPing back.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Again, you get another half set of racks, but for FOTA, you also get half a set of the rack, but you lose your melee racks. Fire picked up now under Nature's Prophet, no buyback for him. Only heroes with buyback in the game. Skywrath, Primal, Lich, Jakir with the Magnus. Bottom. Uh-oh. They're gonna get caught out here. There's gonna be a sacrificial gaze to the Jade Frost. Bouncing around, but this is only to stall. Lich will be falling down in this one. Does have a buyback. But the ward spots out the Lich. Nope. Yummy fish won't be eaten by the Tidehunter, sadly. Catnip. Stalking them right now. Buyback now coming out from the Lich. They want to try pressuring. Magnus gets spotted out. Score back. He doesn't get him onto the high ground. But here comes the RB with the Pulverize and the Ravage as well. But the BKBs are not popped. The Primal Beast gets turned on. He just gets thwacked by the Troll Warlord. In the backside, you're just diving the support. Papaya in a whole lot of trouble. He used a Nullifier. They used some Bloodstone. Don't they have the damage? Yes, they do. But Rimuru, he's under the guise of the Sentry. That's gonna be huge on Sacrificial Gaze! Coming through with Lunasaur charging forward! They're gonna fight 3! But the Troll Warlord is right on top of the Nature's Prophet! Nature's Prophet does not have a buyback, he's dead! But the Jakiro! Does he have enough damage? Lunasaur for the Pulverize! Kills off the Jakiro! And now the turnaround in the Abyssal Blade! Get it! This Troll Warlord! 1v3 this one! It's 3! Oh, we might actually be able to! Z with the Satanic takes down the Primal. That's a dieback on him, but I don't think he has enough to get this set of barracks. Huge fight there. Lich with the 4-man Sacrificial Gaze again. It's not enough to keep the Prophet alive. At the very least, you keep a hold of your mid set of racks. Essentially a 4-for-4 trade-off. Dive back on the Prophet and the Primal Beast though. Roshan not gonna be attempted here by FOTA. Roshan does let out a roar though, but they don't really have anything to contest them. The side of TBD2. Papaya will be getting the Aegis this time, not Troll Warlord. Wise choice. Just because that Papaya has been just getting dove on by the Prophet, by the Night Stalker, might as well put the Aegis onto him. It's so hard for them to kill off the Troll Warlord as well. Oh, Prophet. Oh, he gets caught out in the mid lane. He's gonna try to turn. He's gonna try to fight. Can he get the TP out? No, he cannot. Rimuru. Not like this. Dead for 100. No buyback. Oh, no. Not even close to a buyback. 900 gold off. No Skywrath in this fight just yet, but does have the BOT. They have the Ravage. Another jump in. Pressuring the Night Stalker. We'll be securing another set of racks here. Bottom lane will also be cleaned up now. This is gonna be mega creeps for the side of FOTA. 45 minutes in. Remember, still dead for 40 more seconds. How much more value do you get off this Nature's Prophet death if you're FOTA? Do you try to go for the GG? Banner, placed down. Oh, Skewer! Catnip! Do they have the damage? But they chain the stuns! They don't do it properly. Here comes the Ravage. Primal is gone. Tensega follows him into the grave. And that should be all she wrote here. Rimaru's up in 10 seconds. But he's gonna be spawning into shambles, to ruins, in what was known as a TBD2 base. Ancient's the only one left standing. Lich buys out for a refresher. One more shots left. Fortification used. What more can you ask for? Refresher used. But the Ancient just being hit away right now. Score back, right on top of the Venomancer. But the Troll Warlord is gonna go for the game. They want to try to end it. Here comes the Sacrificial Gaze, but a Chain Frost, not enough. FOTA methodically picks apart TBD2 for a Game 1 victory. That was game number 1 out of a best of 2. FOTA, slowly but surely, crosses the finish line. The Turtle wins the race this time. 20-7 for the Rimuru Prophet, 17-3 for the Z-Troll Warlord. What a game. With that said, we're gonna go into a little bit of a break before we get into game number 2. Don't go anywhere though. TBD2, FOTA, more in just a bit. Welcome back. Game number 2, final game of the night. TBD2 and FOTA. FOTA takes game number 1. I wouldn't say it's in dominating fashion, but towards the latter 10 minutes, it was all FOTA. Let's see if TBD2 can find a way to answer back in this best of 2 series.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ban. Seconds remaining. Pick. Seconds remaining. Pick.
Venomancer.
Radiant team ban. Lone Druid. Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, not gonna be talking too much, guys. Gonna be reserving a little bit of energy going into this game number 2. I will brief over their picks and bans probably after the 4th hero is revealed. So just take it easy for now and wait for me to try to give a little bit of commentary on their picks because I am not that good. Took a long break from Dota, now I'm back. Don't really know too much about the meta now. All I know is that there is a Lone Druid in this game. I haven't really seen him. It's the first time I'm gonna be seeing Lone Druid played in this patch.
Team pick. Seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 'Radiant team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
The undying waits.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Imber Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
Dazzle.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned. Radiant team banned.
Look who decided to finally show up.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Warlord. 10 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Alright, final lineups here for final game of the night. FOTA, Venomancer, Witch Doctor, Undying, Dazzle, Troll. So, gonna bring back the Troll Warlord for TBD2. Looks like we get the famous Catnip Pudge. Lone Druid will be the mid lane. And Sega Death Prophet, position 3 as. Or unless Lone Druid and the Ember Spirit are swapping. Could be a possibility, but Rimuru on the +1 Ember potentially? Meliodas on a +3 Venom. You get the famous Papaya Dazzle mid though. Excuse me. Final game of the night. But honestly, by the looks of this, I would also have to go towards FOTA being the more superior lineup. You don't necessarily have any Tombstone counters. Witch Doctor and Dying as a support duo, relatively strong, really strong actually. Dazzle in the mid lane, if left unchecked. This Troll Warlord should theoretically live forever. Again, for the side of FOTA, or rather for the side of TBD2, it doesn't really seem like you have another Troll Warlord answer again. I mean, technically Lone Druid has a Savage Roar, you have the Dismember, you have the Bash. But apart from that, I don't really see what the side of TBD can do once this Troll Warlord gets online once again, like in last game. Then again, if you're on the side of TBD2, you do give Catnip his patented pudge.
Thanks, mate. Mate.
'Smoke up here from the side of FOTA and the side of TBD2. Doesn't look like they're gonna be running into each other though.
Seconds to battle.
You have potential for a hook kill on the rune. Do we want to go for this one? They do have a ward here placed down on the side of FOTA. Game number 2 now underway between these two teams. Oh, Stuka. Gonna get jumped on. I think Stuka's dead unless they can get the deny though. They get the first blood, but they do get the hook back onto Hashira. Hashira, no lockdown though. Lotus Orb will be able to snatch away a bounty rune though, so 3 for 1 in terms of bounty runes, but you do give up first blood. You'll be going Z's way as well, so that's not the start you want. So Rimuru will be in the mid lane now, flexing into that position, as Lotus Orb will be playing the position 1 Lone Druid. So this should be a dominant top lane, I would say, for the side of TBD2. Just because of the Lone Druid just hitting away with the bear. You also have the hook pressure. Sega on the Death Prophet. I never really liked Death Prophet as a position 3 hero, unless she can get ahead. In this case, I think it's gonna be difficult to get ahead as the Death Prophet, going up against a Witch Doctor Troll Warlord. I mean, there could be potential jump-ins here and there. And a Mancer on the pause reroll though. Not something you see every day. Mid lane, it's going to be the Ember Spirit taking on the Dazzle, but Papaya on the Dazzle mid. I've seen this Dazzle mid work in the past, and let's just say that it's a very dominating lane. Very pressing lane to play against if you're a melee hero, Ember Spirit especially. Let's get the bottle pick up though, so not too bad. Top side. Hook back onto Meliodas. Not gonna be able to find that kill, but Captain, he's gonna get turned on. He's gonna die. Can't get the deny. As... Oh wait. Meliodas ticked out. Little blood grenade of all things. So 1 for 1 top. As mid lane. Ember Spirit will be able to TP out, but how to use the TP? Hook on their tower. Peter in a whole lot of trouble. There's gonna be Entangle from Lotus Orb. Secures a kill. 2 kills on the top side, so much needed start for the side lane of TBD2 as mid lane. Oh my goodness gracious! Rimuru almost gets popped by the Shadow Wave by itself. Rimuru, I think he's dead. Poison Touch takes him out. Papaya with a solo kill out of Rimuru. Goodness. Flame Guard will not protect you from that. Upside. Oh, Peter. Gonna get hooked back in. He's gonna die once again. Lotus Orb gets that kill, and by the way, it's an Undying position 3, not a Venom 3. Meliodas and Peter swap roles as Meliodas gets the kill onto Catnip. 1 for 1, but you do get the flesh heap stack onto the Pudge. And again, that's an Undying position 3 dying back-to-back times. OTP as well for Peter. Forced to take the walk of shame. Bottom. Ashura cutting off the path of the Death Prophet. Should be fine though. Absorb Reward topside gets taken down. Catnip. Trying to pressure.
Does it help?
Ooh, Catnip throws a hook out, trying to get the big creep. Ends up getting the small one. Unfortunate. Paya 32 and 14 in the mid lane as Dazzle 21. Last hits 22. Only for the Ember Spirit who's forced to jungle. Poke and prod. At those jungle camps does pick up the Urn of Shadows at the very least for it to go back home. Almost 6 already though on the Dazzle. Oh, bottom side. Z finds Stucka. As Catnip trying to make something happen bottom. TP out will be successful. No cancel there as the chase from the Troll Warlord on top of the Tenseiga Death Prophet as we get a pause out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, across right now. Oh! Peter gets caught once again. I guess who? It's Catnip. Meanwhile, bottom. Z gets taken down by Tenseiga. As the Spirit Breaker tried to use the gate to get back out of there. Fortunately, ticks out there to the Maledict. Hook again? Oh no, Peter! Not like this! Back-to-back deaths once again onto the Undying. And even give up a tombstone as well. Sure, mid lane's going swell, but Undying. Another back-to-back death for him. No TP to come back up here. Hook. Catnip barely misses that one out. This is why you do not give this man Pudge. Just dominating this Undying. Bottom side. Tenseiga pops the exorcism. Do they want to try to go for a dive here? Doesn't look like they do. Dazzle with the amplified damage rune. Looks like they want to try to keep chasing. As Papaya slowly but surely uses his ultimate. She'll be able to take him down. Stuka tried to get the deny off. Not able to do it fast enough. No attack speed on Spirit Breaker. Papaya punishes the DP for using exorcism. Top side. Charge. Oh, he's gonna continue to charge. He's going under tower. Hello, Stuka. He's just gonna TP out after. Creep blocks the hook. Very interesting charge from the Spirit Breaker to try to get something to happen there. I'm gonna lie to you, almost looked bad there for Spirit Breaker until the TP out. Meanwhile, top side, Lotus Orb. Whole lot of trouble. Able to get off the... Oh no! He doesn't get off the True Form! Witch Doctor with the Death Ward right in his face as Catnip falls down thanks to the Noxious Plague. Hashira on the Witch Doctor. Makes it happen. Charge going through here by Stuka, but he isn't level 6. Not even close to level 5 yet. Finishes the charge forward and here comes Papaya. They get the slow up as well, Stuka. Might have just fed them another kill. Does feed them another kill. Such a rough spot there. Lotus Orb just not able to get off the Spirit Form. Not enough peel. Bottom side. Catnip. Takes his ship down here. Oh, what an angle! Z catches him out, pops a battle trance in straight into the dismember. Do they have enough damage to bring down Z before he takes out Catnip? Yes, they do. Tenseiga happy to take that one. Again, Catnip all across the map, making these hooks happen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane. Eyeing this Dazzle now.
Middle tower is under attack.
Safe Haste Rune on the Dazzle. Pressuring him. Rimuru. Trying to play around this one. Catnip going to the side. Standing still. Papaya! Yet another hook! They're gonna try to TP in to save Papaya, but they will get cancelled. They're dead. Oh wait, I think Lotus Orb used a Savage Roar to cancel out TP's going to mid. Oh, but here comes the Death Ward. But the Death Ward, it's actually going to the bear instead. Lotus Orb survives, but he hasn't popped the True Form. He's gonna have to use the bear to hit. No! Hashira pops him with a Maledict. Meliodas now, he's gonna get charged off with the Exorcist right on top of him. Meliodas should be falling. Bash?
Top tower is
One more hit. Earn? Anything? Takes him down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Death Prophet pops Exorcism now. Meanwhile, uh-oh, Peter runs into an Ember Spirit, and here comes the charge as well. Another death going into the pocket of the Undying, which makes his name sound ironic at this point,
Radiant's top
as he has 5 deaths to his name.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They get a Maelstrom at the very least on the Lone Druid and his bear.
Missing bottom.
Good lane. Papaya? Oh, he doesn't get cut out with the chain. Good amount of damage though coming from the Shadow Wave. Bottom.
Middle tower is under
Oh, Troll. Gets caught out. Catnip. There's a hook. Beautiful once again from Catnip. Into Dismember after popping the Battle Trance. They still have the Nether Strike as well to chain this one up. And Rimuru, more than happy to secure that with his side of Fist.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Catnip and Stuka making that play happen.
Top tower
But again, Catnip with yet another hook as Lotus Orb will be taking down the first tower of the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Topside.
structures are fortified.
Tier 1 tower falling down low. Hook not gonna be there. Not this time, Catnip. They will save the tier 1 for now. But aside of FOTA, they're starting to gather up here. Dazzle and Troll Warlord are also up in this top area. You have Exorcism at the ready, but no TP on the Death Prophet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Topside. Looks like it's gonna be a fight. Tier 1 tower, falling down low. Not quite enough to kill it just yet. But here comes the charge through. Undying will get used with Shadow Grave, but here comes a big Hex coming through. Exorcism as well. Do they have the damage and Death Ward? Just placed down. There will be taking down the Death Prophet. But here comes the hook. And the Dismember right on top of the Dazzle. Dazzle taking a whole lot of damage from Catnip. She'll be falling down. Catnip gets that kill. They even find the Witch Doctor in the tree line as well as Undying once again. They don't even take down the tier 1 tower. All that for a Death Prophet Exorcism. Meanwhile, oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there on the hook, but nonetheless.
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Catnip will be denying himself there to neutrals. Top tier 1 falls down to Lotus Orb. Big fight there coming through for TBD2. Much needed momentum swinger in this game. Mjolnir essentially finished now on the lone druid. Courier is dead though, so 40 seconds for that.
Radiant structures are
The Spirit going for the Kaya Sanj build.
bottom tower is
Does have the Spirit Vessel at the ready. I mean, for the side of FOTA, all you really need to do is just let the Troll Warlord farm. Again, relatively late Battle Fury. But in game number 1, he got it around 15 to 16 minutes as well. So this isn't too bad of a timing for the Troll Warlord. We've seen him come back in game number 1, ending with 17 and 3. Currently, he's 2 and 3 right now.
The rune of regeneration.
Compared to game number 1 though, you have a lot more ways to deal with the battle trance. Mid lane. We will be taking down the tier 1 tower. Blink 4 from Hashira. That's a blink reveal, but not enough to get the stun.
under attack.
Onto the Ember Spirit. I could have spelled the end for him. Vision just constantly being denied right now by FOTA. Ember Spirit continuing to farm back into this game. Oh, he has to be careful. Link at the ready for the Witch Doctor. Very grindy game right now for both these two teams. Spirit Breaker, once again, denying vision for the side of FOTA. That's pretty much the name of the game right now for the side of TBD2. They've been denying vision, they've been controlling the map relatively well. Smoke moving now from the side of FOTA, wants to try to get back some lost ground. The smoke gets broken though by Stucka. They even spot the 3 heroes. Don't get the D-ward, but here comes a hook back. Right on top of the Troll Warlord once again. They even get the silence off. Do they have the chain stun? Catnap will be falling down, but do they have the damage? Shadow Grave plus a battle trance. Z stays alive, and he gets a turnaround too onto the Death Prophet. This Death Prophet not gonna be long for the world. Will be taken down. Beautiful save there from the Dazzle ass. Oh, Death Pro! No, the Lone Druid! Not gonna be able to get out. The blink forward from Hashira. He doesn't have a stun to stop it, so he just drops a death ward in his face. 4 for none. It looks so good too for TBD2 after exposing the smoke, getting the hook back on the Troll Warlord, but complete trust by the Troll. That's another hook back by Catnip. Right up to the tower. Do they have the damage though? They do have a Shallow Grave. Ember Spirit gets a Remnant away, and he gets the TP out as well. That's not... That hurts once again. They just can't find these kills just yet. Oh? Chain. Push forward. Do they have damage? Yes, they do. Meliodas will be falling down, but look at the Dazzle, just free to fire, free to hit. Hashira takes out Stucka, takes out a Maledict, and here comes this Undying. Pushing forward, does have the Zoom Zone at the ready, and here comes Spirit Vessel. But here comes a big bad Troll Warlord. You'll scepter up with the hook. A little bit of anti-synergy, Tenseiga will be falling down. 2 for 1 mid lane. Even dropped the tombstone for this one as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
For the side of TBD2, you technically haven't had a full 5-on-5 fight just yet. I mean, yeah, in that triangle fight, the lone druid joined late, but I think they needed they needed the lone druid there to help burst down the troll warlord. Not quite enough damage with just 4 of them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Bottom lane. Gonzaga just gets caught out here. It's gonna take a little bit to kill him off, but he'll get taken down in the end. Troll Warlord now with the Sanjin Yasha picked up. Now, more or less the same build, and it's slowly building up once again. What do you have to kill off the Troll Warlord?
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Rune of double damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mid lane, Rimuru. Dodges out the Maledict. But that's just space created. Oh, he actually didn't dodge the Maledict. Aghanim Scepter now picked up though on the bear, so officially, starting from now on, this bear is now a 6-0 for the side of TBD2. TBD2 compared to map number 1, very similar game plan. Take over the lanes, cut lanes, play safe, take over the map, slowly but surely. Now that Rimuru is on this Ember Spirit hero, more or less the same role. When he was on the Nature's Prophet, he was also cutting these waves, farming these waves. While Lotus Orb in game number 1 on the Primal Beast wasn't able to farm as much as the Primal Beast. But now that he's on this Lone Druid, he has less pressure to put himself in harm's way. Now that he has the bear, now that he has Aghanim Scepter on the bear, he's basically just AFK farming his actual hero in the jungle while his bear is off pushing side lanes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom side, then Sega pushing down to tier 2 with the Exorcism. But here comes a blink forward from Hashira. Hashira with the Maledict and the Coconut. But the Death Prophet will be able to walk away thanks to the Glimmer Cape. Peter trying to give chase. They have Troll Warlord, they have Dazzle, they have everyone down here to defend this one. If I'm Tenseiga, I would take this as a W, but I wouldn't hold my head up too high. Exorcism pop for a bunch of TPs. Not too bad, but what can I do with this space? Ember Spirit off in the mid lane. Once again, he's just soft split pushing. Closing in on the Aghanim Scepter, while the lone Druid and his bear just pushing off the side lane. Oh. Into a Roshan attempt. Other side of FOTA. So you want to push side lanes, TBD2. FOTA, they're gonna go for actual, meaningful objectives. They should be able to get this one 27 minutes in. Aegis on your Troll Warlord. They don't have a TP on the Troll to TP to this tier 2 tower, so the bear should be able to get this one. Oh, Dazzle. Here to ruin the fun. Spirit Breaker off down in the bottom lane. Lots of split pushing done once again by the side of TBD2. BKB now picked up on the Troll Warlord. Topside. Rimuru walks into a smoke. They don't have the proper lockdown to get him. Chain coming out. Space being created right now by Rimuru. Gets caught. Remnant back. Always remember to put down a safety Remnant when you're doing these cocky plays. Now topside being pushed in, being pressured now by FOTA. The side of TBD2. They have their eyes set on the bottom lane. So most likely, going to be a tower trade here. FOTA, they're not stopping. They're eyeing this top tier 3 now. BKB Battle Trance already at the Troll Warlord. What do you have for defense here? Fortification comes out on the side of TBD2. FOTA answers back with a fortification of their own. Fudge now back up here. Chain going through. Doesn't hit onto anyone though. Oh! It lands onto the Undying somehow. December coming through. Do they have enough damage though? Peter, very tanky on this Undying. Not gonna be able to get anything as Undying disconnects. Lotus Orb is able to get the tier 2 at mid. It's just a game of rat right now. Exorcism popped down for bottom lane. They want to try to go for a base race in a sense. top tier 3 and the rocks will be taken down. Meanwhile, bottom, Tenseiga and Lotus Orb with the bear trying to push this tower out. There's gonna be a Death Mars going through on top of Tenseiga. Tenseiga will be able to pop the Glimmer Cape, but the Maledict is still right on top of him. Oh, but the Exorcism Spirits heals him up to full before it gets too dangerous. A clean set of racks taken though by the side of FOTA. Troll Warlord in the mid lane gets caught out. Nether Strike, they want to try to keep him here. Rimuru, they don't have enough for a chain. Stuka not getting hit by the root just yet. There's gonna be a Savage Roar, pushes them back. Peter still has the Tombstone. Stuka get the Troll Warlord with the charge. Tenseiga getting chased now by the Troll Warlord. Have to be careful, does have the Glimmer Cape at the ready. Hook, blink forward, catnip once again. He finds the Undying. Do they have enough save for him? Dazzle is not in the area just yet. Charge going through. There they get the Shadow Grave with the Battle Trance right on top of them. Empress Spirit just gets locked down with the root. Tenseiga follows him into the grave. Double kill right now for Zia. Stuka has charged in 1 more second. Will be able to use it. No, he will not. Triple kill for the Troll Warlord. I said it before and I'll say it again. 0 Troll Warlord answers in both games.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And what's stopping them from going up again? A minute left on this Aegis. This could be a second lane of racks if they play their cards right. I mean, Catnip's still alive, but he does not have any follow-up damage. Fortification popped here on the side of TBD2. 5 more seconds for the Ember Spirit. 10 more seconds left for the Spirit Breaker. They have another round of Exorcism. Blink, hook back. It's gonna be right on top of the Undying once again. Undying take a whole lot of damage from tier 4 towers this time. There's gonna be a silence right on top. But here comes the Blink forward. Hashira get the job. There's gonna be a Scepter cancel. Charge in onto the Dazzle. Looks like they want to try to surround the Witch Doctor. But Z is just hitting away on this Rack. He still has an Aegis. Hashira will fall down. That's gonna be 1 death so far on the side of FOTA. They will take down the Aegis. But he does have battle chance. Oh, Lotus Orb with the bear pushing forward. Very low now on the bear. Do they have enough damage? Yes, they will be able to take down the bear. But he does have a second round. Oh, Papaya gets around it. There's going to be a hook save right on top of the Ember Spirit. As Papaya is able to survive for now. But a blink forward from the punch. With Dismember, they will be able to bring down the Dazzle. And here comes Lotus Orb with the bear. BKB trying to run down this Venomancer. Catnip will be falling down to Z though. Buyback coming out now for Catnip. As Peter going right on top of the Tenseiga with the help of Z. There's going to be a hook save. Another one from Catnip. 3 dead. The numbers advantage starting to go in favor of TBD2. Peter, he's gonna let his Troll Warlord run away. He's gonna sacrifice himself for the greater good. Lotus Orb now with a double kill. Sign of life there for FOTA, or rather for TBD2. But at what cost? Catnip with a buyback as well as another set going down. Lotus Orb also falling. I think it was maybe to the Maledict? I'm not too sure, but what can he get out of this one? Troll Warlord still alive, doesn't have the battle chance for 10 more seconds, but he does have Dazzle coming back up in 1 and dying up in 10. I don't really get anything out of this 4-man wipe. Got a TP out of there.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Bottom? Whoa, wait, hold on. Rimuru might have went to the wrong illusion. They get the Hex off! Rimuru, not like this! He's gonna tick out! Oh, the Dazzle just barely gets the Poison Touch off as well!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, catnip gets a hook. It's only to scare Z though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
Another tower going in favor of FOTA. I would argue FOTA, as a team, their continuity makes them the favorite here in the lower division. Knocking down at the tower now. This is going to be mega creeps if they're not careful. Oh, gonna be a miss here, but Z, still in the front line, does have the BKB. There's gonna be Dismember right on top of it. Do they have the Shadow Grave? They're gonna be able to get the battle chance off of the BKB. Do they have enough to chain to kite away from the Troll Warlord? Troll Warlord just hitting away. That's gonna be a dieback on the captive. And now Tetsega in a whole lot of trouble himself. Exorcism is going through. Z doesn't have the battle chance and BKB anymore. He has to be careful. Tetsega now with the Exorcism, but it's actually doing absolutely zilch. Z just hitting away on the racks. Tetsega pushing forward. Tetsega is just dead. Throwing us a life away for basically nothing. Mega Creeps claimed once again for the side of FOTA. Once again, FOTA looking to close this one out off the back of the Troll Warlord. 9-3. Going in, Rimuru. Trying to pressure something, anything. Another charge in. But this is just so much tankiness from Peter and the Troll Warlord. Lotus Orb gonna be walking forward. Do they have enough damage? It's gonna be a Savage Roar right on top of those two heroes. Lotus Orb on the bear, forced to get pushed back. Buys a Ghost Scepter just to survive these right clicks. But look at the sustain from the Dazzle, from the Witch Doctor. They're now just gonna be hitting away at the Ancient. Do they have any type of answer for this one? Spirit Breaker will be charging right on through. But he's just gonna get healed up by the Witch Doctor. Hook. Going back in. Do they have enough damage? The bear is gonna get turned on. He's gonna be using the Ghost Scepter, but I think the bear should be dying here. But here comes the Ghost Scepter going through. They're gonna get the Swimmer, but look at the fountain inside their own base. He's just gonna pop the battle chance, run them down. Triple kill for Z. Can he get an ultra? No, he cannot, because the game is already over. The game ends deep inside TBD2's fountain as another dominant performance from FOTA and from Z himself. Once again, Z, another 3-death performance. 12-3-7. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for tonight. FOTA takes a 2-0 victory over TBD2 in the first week of Phoenix Dota. That's one way to welcome Phoenix Dota back. Hopefully you guys will be around because I will also be casting tomorrow. Let me double check what match that is. I will be casting Jeff's Enclave Esports and No Aegis tomorrow at 8 PM PST. So if anybody wants to watch some SCA Inter-Division, hop on the stream tomorrow, 8 PM PST. That being said, I've been Ano. Thanks for joining. Good night, everyone.